Okay, welcome everyone to the part 2 call. This is one is Delete Unknown Blocks to Your Wealth and Prosperity. This is called part 2 of 3, and this is part of the 21 day of Wealth and Prosperity and energetic empowerment. So what I would like to start off first is get some, see how people are doing in the program itself. So what we're going to do is if you would like to share any improvements so far, any benefits that you've gotten from the program, just share with us. Just like 30 seconds, not very long. Just press *6, and then you'll be placed in the queue. And we'll do that for a few minutes, and then we'll go back to assisting. So if you have been in this program and you've had benefits, please press *6. And please share so this way I can see what's going on, how the program is working out for you. So we're going to go with the first caller. This is 40. What's your name?
My name is Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I have selected the essential oils for a side business to my online Reiki business, getting closer to being done with the online course. I would say within 2 weeks it's going to happen.
Oh, good. And this was something you were looking a while to put together, or you just thought of it right now?
I had been looking for a while, or maybe fear of moving into it, but I just decided get it going and get it done.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, anybody else would like to share? Are there any improvements they've gotten so far in being a part of the 21-day program? Okay, so we're going to move to the next part, and we're going to go into assistance. So if you need assistance, I would like to start working today with anybody that has not worked with. Let's say if you were on the first call and I worked with you, let's give it to people who have not had a chance to work with me personally, and let's start with them. And meanwhile, I'm going to go to the caller number 35, last 2 digits. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, hi. I didn't know I got through. This is Aileen from Connecticut. Yeah, I did not work with you last week directly. I actually missed the call and then listened to it after.
Okay.
I can say my week was really good. I'm adding, I'm a real estate appraiser, and I took the testing to become an agent as well just this past 2 weeks ago, and I signed up with a really terrific agency with enormous potential. So I'm just really looking to open myself up to receive everything that could be coming my way, in this new experience.
So what assistance would you like?
What type of business?
No, what would you like assistance with? Anything that's blocking you, or?
Yeah, just any. I have a pattern in the past of having highs and lows with my efforts. I can easily get discouraged. I've had financial highs and lows. It really has affected me in all areas of my life. I can be really aggressive about a topic and really enthusiastic, and somehow I lose my momentum. And that, because I'm in business for myself, that affects my monetary, gain, having a high and low,
Okay, so I got it. So can you sense how you feel about that right now?
How I feel?
Yeah.
I'm optimistic. I'm hoping I can clear it, but
is it bothering you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a concern because of my past, yeah.
Okay, so it's a concern there. Okay, so we'll use that as a baseline. So the first weakness you have is working for other people. So when you work for yourself, it triggers working for other people. So what we'll do is we'll strengthen that and delete and reset there. And then we'll delete any cumulative effects coming in your mind of that. We'll delete that. And then the next thing, working for other people, is reminds you of slavery. So what we're going to do is any karmic effects that you have on that and on your family side too. So we're going to delete that. And so now when I think of working for others, there's still a little more weakness there, and that's karma that you have with other employees. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel now?
Kind of
still
neutral.
concerned about it?
A little bit.
Still a little bit there. Okay. So the next one is the slavery is still going on there, and it's more specifically women slaves and women and maids that are female. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
No charging.
What's that?
No charging. Nothing's coming.
So are you concerned at all?
No, I feel better.
Okay. So the last one I'm going to do is when other people are working hard or putting in a lot of effort, that actually weakens you. So when we lose, I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so how are you feeling now overall?
Better. Neutral.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Nothing's really coming. Is there anything left remaining with just coworker relationships? Because I've been independent for a while now. I will be surrounded more so with
okay.
coworkers.
So can you sense how you feel about that right now?
A little apprehensive.
Okay. So you have a weakness to looking for issues and problems. So anytime you make a choice, first you look for the issue and the problem there, so that there's a weakness there. So first I'm going to make you strong to that and separate the three from each other. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
Okay, nothing's coming to mind.
Nothing's coming to mind. Okay, so when you have nothing in your hand, there's a weakness there. So, but when your hand is full, you're strong. So let's make you neutral to that. So make it even to each other. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
Fine. Nothing's
okay.
coming.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, our next caller is 41 is the last two digits, 41.
Hi, this is Robert from Portland.
Okay, how you doing, Robert?
Good. You can hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear. So.
Okay. Hi. I missed the call last time, but I listened to it. I listened to the recording.
Okay. And from the recording, did you experience any changes from the recording itself?
I feel more motivated. I have more direction.
Okay. So how can I assist you with today? What can I assist you with?
Well, I've been in a financial down, and basically I've had a lot of I'll have big deals that'll happen, and then basically they'll fall through at the last minute. And then I seem to have a fear around even when it does. And since I've had this pattern lately, I'm kind of experiencing a fear of when it does happen, is it going to go away, I guess. So one is not really following through, and then two, when it does, is it going to go away again?
Okay. The first weakness to this. So can you sense how you feel about it right now?
Yeah, I feel kind of tense.
Okay. So the first one is aging. So if you do things to make yourself younger, or that does what weakens you. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then that's also coming from your descendants in parallel worlds. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects over there. Okay, so now when you think about it, is it the same or different?
It seems to be releasing a bit. I felt a little breath of a little release.
So the next one is the weakness is fear. So I'm going to strengthen you to fear in general, and it's more specifically a fear of getting too skinny. So what I'm doing is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there, and that triggers some negative life experiences coming from way back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete it, and also from your structure I'm going to strengthen and delete, and the next is from your organs and your cellular system. So those three I'm going to strengthen and delete that fear. So there's still some more fear from negative life experiences around finances, but that's just coming from family finances, not your personal finances. So what I'm doing is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
I feel better. I feel a little. There's something there. Earlier, as you were talking, I felt a little sadness come up from underneath whatever was lifted.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to strengthen you to your body, there's a weakness there, and delete any cumulative effects that's in general. And then I'm going to go more specific into your body, and that's more your central nervous system in general. So I'm going to strengthen you to that, and then the next one is your the spinal fluid in your system. So I'm going to strengthen that, and then the disc inside the fluid or the disc inside your body. So I'm going to strengthen that, and that's more on the top of the vertebrae. So I'm going to strengthen that, and the next one is going to be your brain. So I'm going to strengthen that. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel? Is it the same or different?
Different. I'm feeling more empowered. I'm noticing I'm sitting up much straighter, breathing a little easier.
Okay, so the next one is what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you for improvements in general, so things can improve faster in you, and that's physical telepathy. So I'm going to make you strong to that, so you don't have to speak. So anytime you speak, it weakens you. So we're going to strengthen that, so you don't have to speak, and you know what you need to do. And then your physical speed, so in your body to become faster. So that's not walking, but the organs to speed up inside your body. So we're going to make that strong for you right now. Okay, so now how do you feel about going out here and making new deals and et cetera? How does that feel to you now?
I feel above neutral from it. So I mean, I don't feel it negative anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really feel that apprehension. So I feel like I'm the positive end of it.
Okay. So anytime you think positive, it triggers the opposite, and that's actually coming from your descendants. So when we're strengthening to that and delete any cumulative effects, and then there's also like 5 different personalities that you're dealing with inside you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen that and delete anything and send the personalities that are not serving you, send them to other dimensions, etc. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
I'm smiling now. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, feels a lot better.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're going to go to the next caller, which is last 2 digits is 77. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Hello, my name's Jack. I'm in Salt Lake City. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. So how can I assist you today?
Well, I had a simple 2-step goal that I wanted to have $1,088 in both my checking and my savings account by June the 12th. And then I wanted, by the end of August, I wanted to have $5,000 in savings and $2,000 in my checking account. I think what you can help me with today is I'm in a conundrum. I'm kind of working for a guy. It was supposed to be kind of a temporary setup when I first went to work for him, but it's gone into months. But I'm not doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing with him. And it ties right in with your last caller a little bit. There's a caller before that I really don't feel like I should be working for someone else. This was a means to an end because I made some real heavy life changes here the past 9 months. And anyway, I have some fears associated with both writing and doing my own healing modality. So there's some.
So can you sense how you feel about it right now?
Pardon?
Can you sense how you feel about it right now?
Well, I have a real. I can feel it in my not so much in my heart chakra, but in my whole chest.
Okay, so we got it. So this we're going to use that as a baseline. So the first weakness you have is savings, but more specifically when your savings are low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects. So when your savings are low, you connect to people who are poor. So, but not poor in finances, but poor in knowledge. So what I'm doing is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. So now when your savings account is low, is fine. Now the next one is working for yourself. So there is a weakness there, working for yourself, and it triggers being a slave master. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen any karma that you have with that. I'm going to delete and reset anything over there. Okay, so now when you think about it, how does it feel? Is it the same or different?
It's a little bit different, but I can still feel, actually almost a sharp pain in my left side. I don't know what organ is right there in my abdomen, kind of on the left side.
Well, I'm going to strengthen you to the collective influence. It's influencing more specifically around rich people. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, now when you think about it, how do you feel?
There's still a little bit of a pain there, but it seems to be lessening.
Okay, so I'm going to strengthen you to your mind, and then the next one I'm going to strengthen it to your spirit, and then to your body, so that we just reset that for you. Okay, how about now? How do you feel now?
I feel better, but I can still feel this heaviness in my torso, right through my midsection. I don't know if that's...
Okay, so the heaviness in your torso is coming from your mind first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to your mind. The second part is coming from your coccyx, so I'm going to strengthen your coccyx and connection to there. I'm also going to strengthen the empty spaces and your coccyx also, so I'm going to make that strong. Okay, how is the heaviness in the chest? Is it the same or different?
Actually, the heaviness in my chest has gone. I can actually, I can feel the energy flowing up through, up through my chakras now. I can feel energy flow. It feels much better.
Good. So the next one is your path connecting to your future. There's a weakness there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen that and delete that, and also make your future. So now when you think about your overall goal, how does that feel to you right now?
It feels good. I can, I guess I feel pretty neutral about it, actually. I don't feel like jumping for joy, but I don't feel fearful that I'm not going to make it either.
So in the Yuen method model, the neutrality is the place you want to be, because from there you can move in any direction.
Yeah,
so if you're positive, you trigger the opposite. If you're negative, you trigger the opposite. So in neutrality, anything that comes up that needs to come up, you do. Also, the other thing is when you're neutral, you can tap into your intuition. So intuition usually is not something that is in the mind, because the mind is just recordings from the past. When you're using your intuition, it just pops up. It's not based on anything in the past, and you just know exactly what to do. But you know it when it shows up, when that intuition is there, and it says, okay, this is what we're going to do. So it's a place. Being in a place of neutrality is a good place to be in to access intuition. So that's good. You're in a good place.
Yeah, that's exactly what I put on my post earlier today on, I believe it was step 3 or step 3. I think you were talking about how to use your time more valuably, and that's what I put, is listening to my intuition.
Well, there you go.
On the step number 2, I did just that yesterday, and I had some abundance flow to me. So it worked out pretty well. So I'm actually feeling pretty good about this now. But you know what? I still have a little bit of a sharp pain on my left side, but just under my rib cage. I am not sure what.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen the karma that you have with 5 people on the call, and delete that karma, and then also make them strong to that, and delete any cumulative effects there. And the karma is around slavery, so what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen you to that and delete. Okay, how is the pain now?
Well, it seems to be gone.
Okay.
I have a quick question about that. You said early on, Peter, that you addressed me being a slave master. Is that something you're picking up on a
so
that I'm a slave driver, and that's why I have guilt about working for myself, is that I might.
Sure, but that has been cleared, so there's nothing to there's no need to analyze it because it's been cleared. Basically, the universal model is we get a cumulative effects of past lifetimes, etc., DNA, all of that stuff is all. So what we do is we just clear that, and once it's cleared, we don't. There's no need to analyze it. It showed up this week, and I cleared it. So.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Okay. You're welcome.
And anybody on the call who I abused in the past, I'm very sorry.
That's all right. Okay, we're going to go to our next caller now. Thank you. Okay, next caller is 50, last two digits.
Hi, this is Rocio.
Hi, Rocio. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you. Okay, I would like to get, I'd like to shift this area of the pattern of always doing everything at the last minute with money.
Okay.
I'm very good at creating money, but it seems like every time I get it, it's like it has to go right away. And also I'm noticing that I'm creating more debt right now than finances.
Okay, more debt than finances. Okay. All right, so the procrastination. Okay, so the first, can you sense how you feel about it right now?
Yes, I feel a little bit worried, but also like a little bit angry on myself because I know I can do more and I don't do it.
Okay. So first I'm going to strengthen you around misinformation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects. And that's actually coming from education, and more specifically is the first one is financial education. So I'm going to strengthen you for that. And then the next one is fitness education. So I'm going to strengthen you to that. And then the third one is misinformation about parenting. So I'm going to strengthen all those three and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
It feels lighter.
Okay. So the next one is procrastination, but it's not your procrastination. It's procrastination coming from men. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then the next one is other women procrastinating. So to get back at their men. So what I'm doing is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. And procrastination in general of the world is affecting you because it's not progressing as fast enough. So that's you're connecting to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen and delete any cumulative effects there. So now when you think about it, how do you feel now?
I feel way lighter, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think about it.
So the next thing I'm just going to strengthen is your exit portal. So more specifically in your toes, and then in your hands,
okay,
and under your arms. So I'm going to make that strong for you. Okay, so now when you think about your, moving forward, going into bed and all that stuff, how does that feel for you now?
I feel like I want to run.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels better. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, the next caller is 60.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
So how can I assist you?
My involvement with money seems very complicated. That I've gotten into a lot of several investment or con schemes, and I'm doing some work that I'd rather get into something else, and I've trained for different things, but I haven't, felt like I'm at the place where I can actually put it into action. So, or if I even know whether I'm making the right choices.
Okay. So can you sense how you feel about it right now?
I feel anxious.
Okay. So the first one is that I'm going to strengthen your karma, delete the karma that you have with the people in the past with the bad investments. So I'm going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects over there. That karma, and then delete that karma from the effects of that karma from your soul or your spirit. We're going to strengthen that. And then the next one is from your physical body. And we're going to make that strong to you. Okay, so now when you think about those past deals that went bad, how do you feel about that now? Does it feel the same or different?
Sometimes it's a challenge for me to know what.
So before you said you felt anxious about it?
Yeah.
So do you still feel anxious?
There seems to be a little bit sense of, it's not as much.
Okay. So I'm going to strengthen your exit portal so the energy can go down and out, and that's more in general. And then also I'm going to strengthen you for lying. There's a subconscious thing going on there, so we're going to strengthen you for that. And forgetting is another one, and the third one is suppression. So we're going to have those three together. We're going to make that strong for you. And then also we're going to make you strong for misinterpreting things, and more specifically also for not having perception. So we're going to make that strong for you. Okay, so now when you think about your overall goal, how do you feel? Is it the same or different?
I feel a little different, yes. And,
okay. So
the
next
seems, I guess, it's sort of still cloudy.
Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to strengthen you for fitness, and more specifically, the first one is coordination. Make that strong for you, and then your speed, and that's more of your mental speed, and we'll make that strong for you, and then your agility. So those are three together. We're going to make that strong for you. And then the next thing I'm going to strengthen is your breathing, and more specifically shadow breathing, and make that strong and even to all the not breathing and deep breathing. So that is strong for you. And then the other part I'm going to strengthen is your organs in your system, and your body, and make that strong back and forth, and then integrate with each other. So there's your organs integrating. There's a weakness integrating with the cells of the body, so we're going to make that strong, and then integrating with the system, the different systems in the body, specifically the central nervous system. So I'm going to make that strong for you. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
Thinking about the past, that is, or the goal?
The overall goal. How do you feel? You still feel anxious?
Yes, I guess I feel it kind of in my chest.
Okay. So the next weakness is taking a step forward. So for you taking a step forward, there is a weakness there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you for that and delete any cumulative effects there. And we're going to go more specifically into taking a step forward in specific areas in your life. And let's see what's the first area, and that has to do with an area of health. So anytime you move towards being healthier, it weakens you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects, and that's if you have karma with doctors. So I'm going to delete that karma and strengthen you to that. And then the next one is achievement. So past achievements are weakening you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to those past achievements and delete that. And the third thing is actually rejuvenation. So when your body rejuvenates, it actually weakens you. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen you to that. And that has to do with some karmic stuff that's going on. So let's delete that and strengthen you to that. Okay, so now when you think about your overall goal, how do you feel? Is it the same or different?
It's different. I feel like I'm still trying to convince myself.
Okay. So I'm going to strengthen you for misinterpretation. And that is, also I'm going to speed up your perception and make it strong for the speed of the planet. So there's a weakness there, and make that strong for you. And also I'm going to strengthen the area where you sleep, so it strengthens you, and delete any cumulative effects from there, from sleeping there. And then again, I'm going to strengthen your exit portals, and so your midline to support your exit portals this week. So let's make that connection back and forth strong. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
I guess what I think about is how it's going to affect personal relationships, and it's not like they're going well anyway, but I don't know why.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to picking up other people's stuff, other people's thoughts specifically, and making them your own. So I'm going to make that strong to you and delete any cumulative effects there. And the next one is I'm going to make a strengthen your cranial brain, and then your sacral brain, and then what we call in the method the missing tail brain. So that's 3. We're going to make that strong for you. Okay, so your brains can work optimally. Okay, so now when you think about your overall goal, how do you feel?
It feels better, but I still feel like it's out of reach.
It feels like out of reach.
Or something maybe I can't do. Or
okay.
I don't know.
So I want to strengthen you for negative experience of other people's limitations, not yours, other people's. I want to make that strong to you and delete any cumulative effects. And this is limitations around their fitness, and more specifically in the method, we have fitness is 2 different parts, and the part where fitting into different situations. So this is more fitting into an abundance lifestyle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. And the other one is any fears, past fears. So I'm going to strengthen you to that, and that's the fears around specific careers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then I'm going to strengthen your midline, so it supports what we just did, and connect that midline to your cranial brain. So there's a weakness there, so make that strong back and forth. Okay, so how do you feel now when you think about it?
It feels closer, yeah.
Okay, so what's going on is you're integrating slow, so let's speed up that integration. And slowness, there's still a weakness to slowness, and that's coming from your parents, so let's strengthen you to your parents back and forth. Okay, integrating now is faster, so how do you feel now?
I'm feeling better. I feel a bit more lightness.
Okay. So when things are light, it's like things are floating, which is for you harder to reach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you for that and delete any cumulative effects of things that feel harder for you to reach, and make it even to things that are easy to reach back and forth. So now when you think about it, how do you feel?
Okay. It brought to my mind the things that I've tried to do, and it just sort of filled out, or it didn't seem to take very well.
So now when you think about it, how do you feel about it?
I feel stronger to it.
Okay. So stay on the call and see how things integrate towards the end of the call, and then check with yourself again to see how you're feeling. Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. No problem. Okay, the next caller is 66.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
So I would like to clear whatever is blocking me from getting a job as a counselor at the community college in my city.
So you want to have a job as a counselor, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when I think of you as getting a job, so what's weakening is, so can you sense how you feel about that?
I'm feeling frustrated and disappointed with all the effort that I've put into it.
Okay. So the first weakness is actually working for yourself. There's a weakness there, so that's what's triggering it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you for that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then the next weakness is working for other women. So I'm going to strengthen you for that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then there is the next weakness is the collective, women collective actually, and where you're located, actually working. So there is all that karma that goes on and all that collective influence there. So let's strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects on that into the future. So when it comes to the future, it's still weak. So if you stay in the same place, there's a weakness, but if you move, you're strong. So let's make it even to each other. If you stay or if you move, you're strong to either way. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
Neutral.
Okay, so the next weakness I'm going to strengthen is your fitness level and make that strong for you, more specifically your speed. And next is your agility and your coordination, so it will support you when you're going for doing the job that you want to do. Okay, so now how do you feel about it?
So neutral.
Okay.
Which is better than disappointment.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, the next one is Chloe. You there? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, Cindy. Thank you for taking my call. How are you?
I'm good. So what can I assist you with?
Okay, so for the last 2 years I've been struggling financially and my health as well. It seems to have kind of taken a bit of a turn in terms of it becoming a bit easier of late. But what I'm finding is that I work 2 jobs. One is my day job, and then I have a multi-level marketing business as well. So my day job, I'm battling to get new clients to come on board, and then also existing clients are not paying their account. And I have one account that is really, they owe a lot of money, and I'm just battling to get the money out of them. And then on my multi-level marketing business, what is happening there is I'm getting a lot of people are great who have a lot of interest, but I just don't seem to be able to grab them to come in underneath me. So somehow there must be some kind of a block, or I'm actually not sure.
Okay. So can you sense how you feel about that?
I'm anxious. I feel anxious.
All right. So the first weakness is actually taking action. So do you have a weakness to taking action? So what we're going to do, we're going to strengthen you for that and delete any cumulative effects from taking action. And more specifically, when it comes to taking any action to lose weight, there's a weakness there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to strengthen that, because if you lose weight, it triggers losing, and more specifically losing money. So what we'll do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects. Also, it connects you to when you're losing weight, it also, you connect it to the collective of people who are starving. So what we'll do is we're going to strengthen you to those people, delete any cumulative effects there, so you don't have to connect with them. So taking action now is strong. So now when you think about your goals, how do you feel right now?
Okay, I'm a little bit confused what you were talking about weight.
Just get into the feeling. So getting into the mind will strengthen you for that. So how do you feel?
I still feel there's still some anxiousness there.
Okay. So things being logical, there's a weakness there. So I'm going to strengthen you for that and delete any cumulative effects. For anything you do something that's not logical, what it does, it triggers the opposite of logical, so being logical. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen that and delete and make that all even to each other. So now when you think about it, how do you feel? Same or different?
There's slight difference, but what I'm feeling a lot now is a lot in my gut area. There's a lot of movement and energy that's happening in my gut area.
Okay. The next one is you have a weakness to MLM. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. And any karma that you have with MLM leaders, I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. So now when I think about MLM, there's still a weakness, and that's you're connecting strongly to the people who have not done well, have lost a lot in working with MLM. So there is a strong connection with you and them energetically. So what we'll do is we're going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there, so you're not connected to that collective. Okay, so now when you think about your businesses, your job, and your MLM, how does that feel?
There's still fear, especially around the client that owes me so much money.
Mm-hmm. So is it the same as before, or did it change?
No, I think there's a definite shift. It's not completely gone.
Okay. So I'm strengthening you more to the collective influence around women, but more specifically around housewives, make you strong to that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then I'm also going to strengthen your exit portal so the energy can go down and out, more specifically from your sacrum, and make that strong to you. And then also any misinformation from experts, I'm going to make that strong and delete any cumulative effects over there. And then from your education, but this is more specifically future education that you're going to get. And so we're going to make that strong to you so it doesn't weaken you. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
Definitely a lot more settled.
Okay. So the next one is negative experiences around limitations. So we're going to strengthen you to that, and that's more specifically limitations in health, but that's not your health, it's more friends' health. So you're connecting strongly to that, so let's delete that. And actually more specifically, the other part of it is them connecting to you strongly. So when we're going to strengthen that, delete any cumulative effects. So if they connect strongly or not, it doesn't affect you. Now we're going to strengthen your midline to support that, and your bottom brain more specifically. We're going to make that strong. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
A lot more calmer. There's quite a bit of energy happening in my heart area.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel a lot more settled.
So when you think about those people who are not paying their accounts, does that still bother you?
It does, but it does not. There's not as much energy around it as there was prior to you working on it.
Okay, so we're going to delete any karma that you have with them, and any karma they have with the owners of the company, make that strong. And then we're going to strengthen the feng shui of the company itself. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel a lot. I feel good. I feel much better.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we're going to go to our last caller, and the number is 06.
Hello, it's Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Oh, wow, I'm on. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Problems of not being seen and not being heard, and autoimmune system.
Okay, so do you have a specific thing that you want to be seen about or heard about?
Oh, yes. I'm job hunting. I'm a social worker, and I have tried over and over again putting ads, speaking to people, all the rejections since 2009, and I'm like the case study you put in your example.
Okay, so the first weakness is not actually that job that you're going. So you're strong to being seen and being heard. What it is more specifically the weakness to jobs, and it's not the job that you're looking for. There are 5 other jobs that you have weakness to. So what we're going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one specific area of the job, and that is an area of finances, and we'll strengthen that one, and that one will also affect all the rest of the 5. So around finances, it's specifically stockbrokers, so I'm going to strengthen you to that job and delete any cumulative effects there. Financial advisors, the next one, so we'll strengthen you to that and delete any effects there, and then mortgage brokers. So those 3 in finances, we're going to strengthen you and delete any cumulative effects there. So now when you think about going out there and getting a job, how does that feel to you right now?
A little better, but because I'm on a disability pension, I feel I don't think I'd pass the health test to get a normal job except being self-employed.
Okay, so the weakness here is that every time you receive free money, it triggers owing people. They feel like you owe. So what we'll do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects and make you neutral to that. And that's actually coming from the ancestors. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
A little better. When I've approached GPs, which is the key to me getting work, when I've approached them, I just feel that they're not listening.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen the exit portals because the energy is stuck and that's preventing you from proceeding faster. So we're going to make that strong too so the energy can go down and out. Also strengthen the empty spaces inside your body, and more specifically in your middle cavity of your body. So we're going to make that strong and delete every two effects there. And then also I'm going to make it strong for perception and no perception. make that strong for you, and things being different, so we'll make that strong for you. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel now?
Better. I mean, in the past, I'd got up to 79 job applications, etc. I've had a lot of rejection in my life.
So what we're going to do is first I'm going to strengthen you from this information, and that's coming from the first one from yourself, so we're going to make you strong to that. And the second one is the collective influence, more specifically the female population, so we're going to make you strong to that. And then the third one is misinformation around your ancestors, and we're going to make you strong to that. And then so the next thing I'm going to strengthen you is for getting the right answer, so we'll make that strong for you so this way you can manifest. And then I'm also going to reset your spirit and your body and then your mind. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
I feel a lot more positive.
Okay. So positive triggers negative, but negative is coming in from the future, so we're going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, now when you think about it, how do you feel?
Yes, I feel better. Well, I feel better. Well, I will try again. It's not, the enthusiasm has been there, the application has been there, but the results have not been in the past.
Okay. So anytime you start thinking about the past, it weakens you, so it makes you strong to that. So when you think, all you need to do is think for less than a second. No need to think longer than that. And any effects will be less than a second on you, and then that effect will leave your body out and down the exit portal, and also strengthen your midline to support that. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
Oh, to get rid of the past of my trying will be magic. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you for calling, and keep me posted. Let me know how things go.
Thank you, and love to you all from Australia.
Thank you, and thank you. So we're going to go to our next caller, which is 55.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I'm looking to improve my income from sale of my paintings, and also I'm launching. I'm in the process of launching consulting for other people to invest in painting.
Okay.
And I actually, what I'm trying to work on is attracting income coming into like my business.
Okay, cool. So can you sense how you feel about that?
I'm feeling more positive in the last weeks. I do detect some lingering. Occasionally, I feel I catch myself having lingering thoughts of maybe subliminal lack or fear of like about my savings and about my rent.
Okay. So the weakness here is that you have weakness to artists. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there, and that's more specifically karma that you have with them, with other artists. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects. And then there's a weakness to paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to paint and delete any cumulative effects. So not painting, but the paint itself, like the chemicals of it. There's a weakness there. So I'm going to strengthen, delete, and also I'm going to strengthen the exit portal so they can remove anything that's not needed in your body from the paint and to make you strong to that. So now when you think about it, how do you feel?
I feel better. One thing just popped into my mind. I have been getting, something came up about I've been getting some financial support from my father, and that it's changing. There's a little bit of lingering maybe anxiety or fear about pulling in the income on my own and in my own way.
Okay. So you're strong to that. So it's just the thought of it. That's what's making you weak. So it's strengthening you to your thoughts and delete any cumulative effects there. And then there's a weakness to breathing there. So it'll make you strong to breathing. And so that's strong to you now. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
A lot better.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'd like to thank everybody for being on the call. Again, let me know how things are going. Just post in the event page, and then I'll let everybody know when the next call is going to be, and I'll connect with everybody soon. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.